Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Alina, and in today's video, I'm talking about my personal goals and rules for a low spend year in 2024. Please keep in mind that that means it will differ from your financial goals and rules that you set for yourself. If you haven't watched my previous video about tips for a no or low spend year and would love to learn more about that comprehensive guide, I will leave the link to that video in the description. Let's get started. The main reason why I'm doing a low spend year is that I would like to be a more conscious consumer who spends money on items that bring joy and value to my life. I want to travel more this year, which means cutting back on impulse purchases in order to save for more experiences. I enjoy food and fashion, so I will still allow myself to purchase within those categories, but I will be more mindful in doing so. I'm not a minimalist, but I hate clutter in my home and would like to reduce excess. I'm also eco-conscious, so I want to use up what I already own or borrow, rent, or fix before I have to buy something new. With this in mind, here are the 8 rules that I've set for myself this year to achieve those goals. Number 1, only 3 personal items per month. I'm not going to include gifts, food, pet food, or health products like medicine in this. This is more to curb excess spending on items like clothing, homeware, pet toys, beauty, and skincare. Number 2, no extras, multiples, or bulk buying. This is pretty self-explanatory, and I think my 3 items per month rule will prevent me from doing this anyway, but this is to prevent me from the mentality that I need to buy more for now to use later. I only want to buy something new if I need it or I need to replace something. I don't want to end up in a situation where I'm bulk buying something, I forget about it, I need to buy more because I need it, I end up with an excess and then I have to get rid of it because it expires. Number 3, I am allowed to eat out. Some no spend rules don't allow you to eat out or get takeaway, but visiting new restaurants, cafes, and socializing over food is something I value and is part of my identity, I feel. I am also fortunate enough to be invited to restaurants to review and create posts on, which sometimes helps with spending less on food. And to be transparent, I spend an average of $400 per month on food, which includes eating out and groceries. To try keeping this down, I want to budget for $350 per month on food. Number 4, I have a $15 budget for solo dates. I've just started taking myself on solo dates, which is another goal of mine to comfortably be by myself, battle my anxiety visiting new places alone, and achieve more bucket list items without waiting for someone else to join me. I do want to cap my solo dates to $15 each time, which is about 2 times a month, as sometimes I'll spend a ridiculous amount of money just because I'm by myself and I don't have a second person to question my spending habits, which means I'll spend like $20 on a piece of cake. Not the smartest use of my money, I think. Number 5, I must follow my barriers to shop. In my previous video, I mentioned adding barriers to buy as a tip to spending less, and I shared my technique on this. That is, I must shop in person with somebody else to check if the item that I want is indeed what I want. Then if I do want it, I have to buy it online and click and collect it. If I can't be bothered to go through all these steps, then I probably shouldn't get it in the first place. I'm aware that sometimes these 3 steps aren't possible, as a store may not have a physical store in Sydney that I can visit, or they don't have a click and collect option, but I will try to do these wherever possible. Number 6, consider a purchase for at least 30 days. With my 3 items per month rule, I kind of have to plan my purchases in advance anyway to avoid missing out on something that I actually need or want. If I suddenly do have the urge to buy something, I will have to wait at least 30 items, consider it, mull over it before I purchase it. And this will help avoid impulse purchases and caving into sale events. Number 7. Altered rules apply while traveling. I think since my goal is to save up money to travel, I should be able to spend it while traveling. That doesn't mean I will be buying stuff excessively when I'm overseas. I will still try to follow some of the rules, but altered while traveling. For example, I want to keep the 3 items per month rule throughout the whole year, no matter where I am. I've also decided that I don't need many souvenirs when I'm traveling, apart from 1 suitcase sticker for each country. And I also want to avoid purchasing something to be used for traveling when I could just borrow it or rent it, for example. My food budget will increase according to my travel needs, and if I'm traveling solo, I won't consider every activity I do a solo date with a budget of $15. Number 8, sticking to my no-buy list. I've written down everything that I won't buy in 2024 and I intend on sticking to it. It covers nuances and reasonings, so if I do ever feel like I'm tempted to buy one of the items on the list, I have to remind myself why I don't really need it in the first place. I'll have a video about this up soon, so if you're interested, stay tuned. And those are my 8 rules that I've set up myself for a low spend year in 2024. This is the first time that I'm trying this challenge, so I'll be documenting my journey throughout the year. So if you're interested in following along, please consider subscribing. I'll be sharing updates to my YouTube channel and Instagram and TikTok as well. This will hopefully inspire others and help me keep accountable for my goals. I would love to know the rules that you've set for yourself, so please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky. I feel so lucky I met you.